The most insensitive men. According to the Zodiac Sign, why does the heart seem to freeze from warmth next to some men, while next to others it freezes as if in an icy void? Why can you not expect any support or words of comfort from them, as if their feelings were turned off from birth? The answer lies deeper than just character. Their zodiac sign hides a cold formula of emotional detachment. In this video, I will reveal under which signs the most insensitive men are born, those who know how to charm, but do not know how to empathize. Their words are like ice, their actions are like calculation, and if you once encountered such a person, you will not forget it. Watch to the end, and you will find out who is on this list, and perhaps you will understand why some men leave an emptiness in the soul. Subscribe to the channel if you want to understand people deeper than they understand themselves. Write in the comments whether the description matched. After all, the truth always resonates inside. Let's begin. The first sign of Pisces. He knows how to listen, look, nod at the right moment, and even create the illusion of empathy. But behind this mask, there is emptiness. The Pisces man may seem sensitive, attentive, responsive, but if you dig deeper, his emotions end where personal discomfort begins. He will not be there when things are really bad. He disappears without explanation, distances himself, freezes. He knows how to pretend perfectly, but at the first threat to his comfort, he turns into an indifferent observer. Pisces' insensitivity is not cold, but fluid. It manifests itself through avoidance. It is easier for him not to answer than to admit something. It is easier to go into silence than to decide. He will not shout or argue. He will simply disappear, like water through fingers. He can block contact, withdraw into himself, erase the emotions that he himself recently warmed up. This is his strength and danger at the same time. He knows how to break ties quietly, without words, leaving behind something unsaid and scraps of illusions. This man rarely takes responsibility for someone else's pain. He can create emotional closeness and then declare that he didn't promise anything. He can't stand the pressure, and when he needs to show sympathy, he switches off. His phrase, "I'm tired," is a universal shield from any conversation. He pretends to feel, but in fact he lives inside himself, not letting anyone in for real. His world is a labyrinth where no one has access. He is not cruel, he is indifferent. At moments when you expect a shoulder, he takes a step back. When he is told about feeling, he turns away. When it is necessary to decide, he goes with the flow. He is not evil. He just does not see the point in excessive involvement. His inner world is a closed system in which other people's suffering has no weight. He may say the right words, but there will be no warmth in his voice. He may listen, but in a minute, he will switch to his own. A Pisces man is able to freeze his partner's feelings without a single caustic phrase. He devalues everything not with direct reproaches, but with his silence. His silence speaks louder than any words. He will not understand your tears. He will simply step aside and say that he cannot digest it now. He kills the warmth with passivity. His inaction is a form of emotional pressure, in which the victim destroys himself, trying to get through to him. He knows how to live without guilt. His spiritual comfort is always higher than someone else's pain. He can let go of your hand at the most critical moment, and then declare that he could not cope. He will not ask for forgiveness. He will simply disappear and appear after a while, as if nothing happened. And if you take him back, he will repeat everything again. because he doesn't care what you feel. He only cares about his internal weather. The second sign is Capricorn. He does not remember the date of the first meeting. He does not care when you said you were tired. He can calmly turn off the phone without explaining why he disappeared. The Capricorn man is cold in its purest form, not because he is cruel, but because he considers emotions unnecessary. His approach to relationships is rational, verified, with minimal displays of feelings. He does not say, "I love you," just to calm down. He may not say it for years, believing that actions are more important. But the problem is that these actions often seem dry and mechanical. He does not notice the nuances. If you are sad, he will ask, "What happened?" with an intonation in which there is not a drop of sympathy. He does not know how to read emotions between the lines, does not catch changes in the voice, does not see a depressed look. He is not interested in talking about feelings, about the fact that someone offended, or that you want warmth. He perceives all this as weakness or manipulation. In his worldview, everything should be businesslike. No empty talk, no hysterics, no tears. The Capricorn man is a strategist. He makes plans without discussing them with his partner because he believes that he knows what is best. His goal is stability. And stability, in his opinion, does not need a constant reminder of love. He can silently earn money, buy an apartment, save for the future, and all this for the sake of the family. But at the same time, he will not even ask how you feel. His love is dry, closed, hidden behind action in which there is not a single word of tenderness. If you try to speak out, he can interrupt you mid-sentence. "What are you making up again?" He does not do this out of malice. He just does not know how to be empathetic. His perception of the world is too rational. Other people's emotions tire him. And he believes that if you cry, then this is your personal problem. He will not feel guilty, even if he hurts with a word. He will say that he told the truth, and the fact that the truth was cruel is not his concern. In an argument, he will stand his ground to the last, even if it hurts you. He will not raise his voice. He will not shout. His weapon is indifference. He can remain silent for days, ignoring any attempts to establish contact. He does not leave, but he does not come closer either. He just froze and waits for you to stop rocking the boat. The hardest thing is trying to get to his real emotions. He has them, but deep inside, under layers of control, self-discipline, and fear of being vulnerable, he will not allow himself to be weak. Even in moments of strong love, he chooses silence. His feelings are like a safe with a code that he will not tell anyone. And you can be with him for years, but you will never know what is going on inside him. He does not know how to sympathize. He does not know how to support with words. He will not hug you just like that. For him, it is unnecessary. In his logic, if you're there, then everything is fine. And if you don't like it, leave. And this is not a threat. This is a way of thinking. A Capricorn man does not tolerate emotional pressure. He immediately closes off, and there is no way to get back to him. His insensitivity is not cruelty. It is a habit of living without excesses. And feelings, he treats them exactly like that. The third sign is Gemini. He will talk a lot. He will joke, smile, talk about freedom, the future, new ideas. But if you try to talk to him about feelings, he will suddenly change the subject, start to make fun of you, or just leave. A Gemini man is someone who knows how to avoid emotional conversations, like a professional diplomat avoids uncomfortable questions. He will not let you go deep. He will be there, but only on the surface. His insensitivity is not in silence, but in lightness, bordering on indifference. You can talk about your experiences, share your pain, and at this time he checks notifications on his phone. He listens, but does not hear. He is nearby, but not turned on. His perception of feelings is like extra weight. He does not want to be burdened. Other people's tears weigh him down. He does not know what to do with them. His reaction is laughter, sarcasm, and sometimes just disappearance. He can promise one thing and forget it the next day. He can agree with you for the sake of peace, but in a couple of hours he will do the opposite. He does not keep his word, not because he wants to betray, but because he does not attach importance to it. He treats everything lightly, including feelings. And this makes him dangerous for those who are looking for stability and emotional depth. The Gemini man is a master at avoiding responsibility for emotions. He will say, "I didn't know this was important to you," or "You are complicating things too much." He will always find a way to turn the situation so that he can get out of it without guilt. His style is wit, not empathy. He does not delve into the background. He does not understand hints, does not catch the pain behind the words. And if you hope that he will feel, in vain. He is capable of disappearing for several days without explanation, and then come back as if nothing had happened, with the phrase, "Oh, what are you saying? I was just taking a break from everything." He doesn't realize that he's causing pain. He believes that everyone should be independent and not depend on others. Therefore, when you expect him to take care of you, he can only give a light, "You can handle it," and go about his business. In a relationship, he focuses on fun, on ideas, on plans. But if you suddenly start talking about affection, about longing, about fears, he will become a stranger. He will either joke about it or use a phrase that kills any intimacy. You're starting the drama again. He doesn't know how to empathize because he avoids deep emotions even in himself. His insensitivity is a defense. He doesn't want to drown in feelings. He prefers to swim on the surface. The hardest thing about him is the constant feeling of loneliness next to someone who is physically here, but mentally somewhere else. You never know how involved he is, because his involvement is like a mirage. It seems like he is there until you need real support. And then you suddenly understand, he is not cruel. He is just insensitive. And he will never be different. The fourth sign is Leo. The Leo man does not need subtle emotions. He knows how to listen, but rarely hears the depth. Anything that is not connected with his personal logic is instantly ignored. He does not accept mental pain unless it is expressed loudly. The silent suffering of others is of no interest to him. He needs recognition, words, inaction concerns, and not quiet tears. This makes him one of the most insensitive representatives of the zodiac. He will not console. He will remind you that you must hold on. He does not tolerate weakness, especially someone else's. In his world, emotions are a currency that must be loud and bright. Subtle soulfulness is alien to him. It is easier for him to show strength than compassion. He can stay close, but he will remain silent. Not because he does not love, but because he does not see the point in empathy that cannot be controlled. The Leo man does not tolerate manipulation through tears. He instantly closes down if he feels emotional blackmail. His reaction is cold, distant, dry. He can pretend not to notice someone else's pain, even if it is obvious. He is not one of those who will understand without words. He needs emotions to be clearly explained. Only then will he consider them worthy of attention. Everything else is background that he ignores. He is not prone to sympathy. His emotional armor is strong. He can crush with words without feeling that he is hurting. He does not seek balance. He seeks victory. In an argument, he does not think about feelings. He thinks about being right. And if his truth destroys another, he will not stop. Because he sincerely believes that the strong survive and the weak must learn. In relationships, the Leo man is not prone to empathy. He demands, but does not give. He expects loyalty, attention, praise, but does not ask the question, what does the other need? He is too focused on his own importance. His behavior is dictated by the inner confidence that he is the center. And everything else is just an environment. He is capable of generous deeds, but only if they emphasize his status. You shouldn't expect spiritual subtlety from him. He does not explain his actions. He does because he thinks it is necessary. And if someone is hurt, it is no longer his responsibility. His cruelty is not conscious, it is rational. He believes that everyone is responsible for their own emotions. He will not apologize for words if he considered them appropriate. He will not regret what he did, even if it destroys, because in his coordinate system, it was necessary. The insensitivity of a Leo man is not in anger, but in the lack of flexibility. His emotional spectrum is limited to specific states: pride, anger, triumph, disappointment. Everything else is superfluous. He does not understand how one can cry from fatigue, or suffer from loneliness if there is work. His thinking is clear, structured, linear, and emotions that do not fit into this format, he simply does not perceive. He is not evil, but he can be dangerous with his cold confidence. His words can become icy. He can say things to your face that will make others give up. He does not hold back when he believes that the truth is more important than tact. He will not smooth over, will not soften, will not console. He will brush it off. He will remain silent. Or he will say, "Pull yourself together." This is his way of being there, without trying to delve into it, without the desire to understand. If you need a person who can notice your silence and feel an internal crisis, the Leo man is not the one. He will notice only loud things, and only what disrupts his rhythm. Everything else is weakness that he will not tolerate. He will accept you if you are strong. He will support you if you have endured. But if you fall, he will not lift you up, because he believes that if you fall, it means you could not endure, and let you get up yourself. The fifth sign is Virgo. The coldness in the eyes of a Virgo man does not arise by chance. It is not the result of trauma, not protection, and not a mask. It is his choice to remain detached. He does not consider it necessary to express emotions, because he himself does not believe in them. Anything that defies logic causes him internal rejection. Feelings are chaos, and chaos is his main enemy. Therefore, he prefers to distance himself from any manifestations of weakness, be it tears, complaints, or heartfelt confessions. A Virgo man is a master of analysis, but not of compassion. He is able to break down a situation into its components, find a mistake, explain the problem, but not hug or support. He observes, but does not get involved. Even when something important is happening nearby, he will not show participation until he considers it rational. His approach is to fix, but not to feel. He can help financially, organize, direct, but will never share the pain. If someone expects warmth from him, they will be deceived. He is not cruel, but indifferent. He does not hit with words, but remains silent when it is necessary to speak. He does not leave, but distances himself, leaving only a shadow of himself nearby. His insensitivity is not emotional, it is systemic. He knows how to build barriers so that no one notices how feelings bounce off them. He is close, but unattainable. His favorite defense is rationalization. When someone suffers, he will say, "It is your own fault. Everything is obvious. You should have thought about it." For him, emotion are a weakness that must be eliminated, not accepted. He will not allow himself to show pity, only constructive. Even if a person is in tears, he will not sit down next to him, will not remain silent with respect, but will give advice and, perhaps, even accurate, but indifferent. A woman who expects romance from a Virgo man can wait forever. He will not write poetry, will not send flowers without a reason, will not confess his love under the stars. He will prove his feelings with actions, but these actions will always be dry and clear. Transferred money, booked a hotel, fixed equipment. He is convinced that this is more important than words, and therefore does not see the point in emotional closeness. Even in critical moments when others need support, he remains cool. He will say the right things, but without intonation. He will take part in the problem, but will look like a person who does not care. And this is not a pose. This is his internal value system, where emotions are at the very bottom of the priority list. He does not get offended, does not get jealous, does not make scenes, not because he is calm, but because he really does not care. His feelings are controlled not by the heart, but by the mind. If the relationship has failed, he will leave without explaining. If a person has betrayed, he will cross out without shouting. He is not torn apart by pain, he just closes the door. A Virgo man does not seek spiritual contact. He seeks stability, functionality, efficiency. It is important to him that everything works as it should. People who are emotionally unstable irritate him. He will not understand how one can suffer because of words, get upset because of a mood, cry because of intonation. For him, all this is nonsense that needs to be gotten rid of. Those who tried to reach his inner world most often broke against the wall. He can love, but this love will never be warm. It will be strict, like a system. He will be there if everything is fine, but will disappear when chaos arises. He cannot stand hysterics, tears, reproaches. His attitude is a dry report, without emotions, without responses, without support. The most difficult thing is that he does not see a problem in himself. He is sure that this is how it should be. He believes that emotions and feelings are interfering factors. And that is why his insensitivity is the most dangerous. It does not make him feel guilty. He doesn't consider himself cold. He considers himself adequate. That's why it's easy to find yourself alone with a Virgo man, even if he's physically nearby. He won't abandon you. He just won't be involved. His silence is not evil, but the norm. His indifference is not a defense, but a structure. And this is the deepest form of insensitivity. It's not accidental or situational. It's built into his personality and works like a clock.